Hello all. Today we are going to discuss about irrigation. First of all, what is irrigation? Irrigation is a process of supplying water to the land at regular intervals by means of canals and other artificial methods. This irrigation helps to enhance agricultural growth and maintain the landscape during the periods of less average rainfall. Not only that, in irrigation we have types of irrigation and methods of irrigation. First of all, we will go to types of irrigation. Number 1, surface irrigation. Number 2, sprinkler irrigation. Number 3, drip irrigation. Number 4, sub irrigation. And number 5, manual irrigation. Let us talk about number 1, surface irrigation. What is surface irrigation? In this system, no irrigation pump is involved. Here, water is distributed across the land by gravity. It is known as surface irrigation. Next, sprinkler irrigation. What is sprinkler irrigation? Water is distributed from a central location by overhead high pressure sprinklers or from sprinklers from the moving platform. It is known as sprinkler irrigation. Next, drip irrigation. We know about drip irrigation. Drops of water are delivered near the roots of the plant. This type of irrigation is rarely used as it requires more than maintenance. I repeat, drops of water are delivered near the roots of the plant. This type of irrigation is rarely used as it requires more maintenance. So next we are going to discuss about sub-irrigation. What is sub-irrigation? Water is distributed through a system of pumping stations, gates, ditches and canals by raising the water table. It is known as sub-irrigation. Now, on last type of irrigation, manual irrigation. This is a labor-intensive and time-consuming system of irrigation. Here the water is distributed through watering cans by manual labor. Now we have discussed about surface irrigation, sprinkler irrigation, drip irrigation, sub-irrigation and manual irrigation. Now we are going to discuss about methods of irrigation. Number 1, there are two types of methods of irrigation. Number 1, that is traditional method. Number 2, modern method. In this traditional method includes manual irrigation where water is pulled out by the farmers themselves from the wells and canals to irrigate the land. Now coming to the modern method, this modern method includes sprinkler irrigation and drip irrigation. First of all, we can talk about this traditional method. Now, in this diagram shows this is bullocks, the groundwater. This is a bag which contains water. These treated metals. In this method, irrigation is done manually. Here, a farmer pulls out water from wells or canals by himself or using cattle and carriers to farming fields. In this method, that is a very cheap, chances of water loss are heavy, but its efficiency is poor because of the uneven distribution of water. There are many examples. This is one type of example, that is pulley system. Example, pulley system, lever system and chain pump. Among all these systems, pump system is the most common and used widely. Now we are coming to discuss about modern methods of irrigation. It involves two types of systems. They are sprinkler system and drip irrigation. Now we are discussing about sprinkler system. In this sprinkler system, as its name suggests, sprinkle water over the crop and helps in an even distribution. This method is much advisable in areas facing water scarcity. Here is a pump which is connected to pipes which generate pressure and water is sprinkled throughout the nozzles of pipes. So this is very useful method. Nowadays farmers are using this method. Now we are going to discuss about second method of irrigation, that is drip irrigation. What is drip irrigation? Water supply is done drop by drop exactly at the roots using a hose or pipe. This method can also be used in regions where water availability is less. Now if you observe this diagram, water pumps from the well to the sand separator. In this pipe, sand and water will be separate. Then the water comes to sedimentation tank. Then in this sedimentation tank, it mixes some manures, etc. Then the water goes through this main pipe and small pipes. These nozzles helps to the supply of water by drop exactly at the roots using these nozzles to the plant. Likewise, farmers are using this type of method in irrigation. Not only that, we have many types, and hence I hope you understood this topic. Now we are discussing about importance of irrigation. Irrigation helps to increase productivity even in low rainfall. The productivity on irrigated land is higher as compared to unirrigated land. Irrigation facilities make it possible to grow more than one crop in most of the areas of the country. Irrigation increases the availability of water supply, which in turn increases the income of the farmers. Hence, I hope you understood what is irrigation and types of irrigation and methods of irrigation. Thank you.